Hey everyone, it is June 1st and oh my goodness, what is going on? Well, I live in LA County, not in the city of LA, but in a county. Today we have our third day of curfew, and yesterday they had it start at 6 o'clock. Today they started it at 5 o'clock, which kind of left people scrambling who were still planning to do stuff. So we got that text alert on our phones about, about 3 o'clock or so. And so I immediately texted the landlady and I said, "Do you want anything? You know, we've got this little window of time." And she said, "Yeah, go to KFC." So I went to KFC for her. Let me tell you, the line, the KFC was had its doors closed, but the line through the drive-thru was long, and then KFC was not expecting so many people all of a sudden, and so they weren't quite prepared. And so I ended up waiting in the parking lot for my order to come out for about half an hour. And there were still people going through there. And as I'm speaking, we have 1 minute till 5 o'clock and then curfew begins. An enormous amount of traffic. Now, on top of curfew, you have to understand that California is still locked down until at least August 1st. So 2 more months. So not only do we have lockdown, we have curfew. And I don't know if you saw any of the news of just the horrible rioting that was going on. Last night, but thankfully none of it is in my neighborhood. I live in a very peaceful, except for the fireworks, I live in a very peaceful Asian neighborhood, and they just don't do that sort of thing. In Hong Kong they're protesting, but not here. I live in Chinatown and they just don't do that. So it's kind of reminiscent of the 1992 riots in LA, which I call the Rodney King riots, and I was living here at the time. I had been living here for about 3 years, and I lived in LA proper. I lived in this little finger of LA that poked up into West Hollywood. And so if you needed to call the police for anything, they would say, "But you live in West Hollywood." And I'd say, "No, I live in LA proper, just this little tiny bit." And so it would take them ages to come out for anything if you needed anything. And if you tried to call the West Hollywood police, they'd say, "Well, but you live in LA." It was kind of a pain. I mean, like a half a block north of me, literally there was a line on the street, and on one side of the line it said West Hollywood, and the other side it said Los Angeles. Yeah. So sometimes we'd have power outages, and our part of LA would just be like, out, and then I could see half a block up, West Hollywood was just totally lit. So different power grid and everything. Anyways, back to the 1992 riots. I was working for a company in Burbank at the time called Leo Burnett, which is one of the world's largest advertising agencies. And when the riots started happening, they let all of us go home early. And so I think we left about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And in my rear view mirror, all I could see was black smoke rising up in the sky. I mean, it just looked like a kind of apocalyptic. It was just like a war zone. And I think we had like 5,000 fires, and I went home, shut the door, you know, locked the door, closed all the drapes, and my roommate and I, we just sat on the floor and just watched the TV. So it was crazy. And thankfully that didn't last too long, but right now I'm not quite sure how long this is going to go on for, but we see that panic happening during the day with people saying, don't know when this curfew is going to start, gotta go rush to the grocery store, gotta go rush to the bank, gotta, you know, and so it's creating this panic. And remember I said stock up, and did you stock up? I bet some of you didn't. You said, oh, Jenny's just being alarmist. No, stock up. Okay, so change of subject. I haven't really done much crocheting. I finished that Jada panel, and I gave it away. So hopefully that person's got it. I should check my emails, see if she has written to me. Okay, she hasn't written to me yet, but she should have it. Unless Porch Pirates got it, then hopefully they didn't. But yeah, I've just kind of been taking a break from crochet for a little bit. Can't say I've accomplished much of anything else. I have to tell you, I had a senior moment when I was selling this one Wee Forest Folk, and I had like 4 of the same one, and the first one, I don't know what happened to it, it just disappeared. So when the second one, a few months later, got a bid, I was like, I'm going to take this one, I'm going to put it someplace safe, and I'm not going to lose it. And guess what? I put it someplace and instantly forgot where I put it. And I mean, I searched it after it sold. I searched high and low. I could not find where I had put it. Yeah. So then I was looking for, I'll show you, I was looking for this iPhone 6 case that I had bought, and I hadn't put it on my phone. Not sure I'm crazy about it, but it's this. And I knew it was down over here somewhere, which is also where I put all my Wee Forest Folk after they got a bid on them. And I thought, oh, this is crazy, why can't I find this thing? And I'm pulling open the drawers, and I found that Wee Forest Folk. Yeah, I had put him in a drawer, thinking that's a safe place and I won't lose him, and I temporarily lost him. Now, I did have a duplicate that I was able to send a customer, so that was fine, but yeah, that's, you know, you start to think, I'm losing it. I am having senior moments. And, oh gosh, I went through, I bought a box of quarters, which I won't lift up. When did I buy that? On Friday. And went through it on Friday and rolled them all back up on Friday. And I don't know if I was just sitting wrong. I must have been sitting wrong. I woke up Saturday, my neck, my shoulders, my back, they were killing me. I'm pretty much over that now, but yeah, I found a few interesting things, but tried to take them back to the bank today. We have this one little bank branch that's actually closing tomorrow. I mean, for good, it's closing. We received a notice about it, I don't know, a couple months ago. It hasn't, I don't think it has anything to do with the current pandemic thingy, but I think it was just a very small little branch. But it was a nice small little branch because you never had to wait in line. But maybe be why it's closing, because they didn't have enough business there. But anyways, so they're closing tomorrow. They're permanently closing the doors at 12 o'clock. So I thought, okay, I'm going to take these quarters back in, and I'll just deposit them, or just exchange them for cash. So I went over there and they said, we're not taking any coins anymore because we're closing tomorrow. So anyhow, my time was running short. I had to get to KFC, and I didn't have time to run to another bank. Plus, when you're holding a heavy thing of coins, you don't want to be standing in line for a long time. And you know, banks and post offices, you can wait in line for a long time, because that's one of the places that just is not quick. So, anyhow, I don't have a whole lot else to talk about, and I don't want to totally bore you guys to death. My life is kind of boring, so I'm just going to end it here, and hope you all have a good week, and hope you're not in the line of any of those riots. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.